I'm visiting an Art Deco style house situated on the Howth Peninsula of Dublin. A special house because Art Deco style houses are relatively rare. You'll find many examples of this style in public buildings all around the world. But one-off houses are few and far between, especially in Ireland. Art Deco architecture is characterised by the use of crisp white walls, flat roofs and stepped elevations. With sharp, geometric, strong lines, one could say it is inspired by ocean liner design. The original house that stood on this site was built in the 1940s, but was extended only 3 years ago. So I'm very, very curious to find out just how much the architect was influenced by the glamour and faintly decadent style of that period. Jerry, pleased to meet you.
You too, William.
Fantastic. What a spectacular setting over Dublin Bay.
It's absolutely fantastic. The views are, yes, it's a privileged position here on the hill.
Isn't it?
It really is fantastic views.
And it was an existing house, wasn't it, prior to what you've done?
Yes, it was an existing house, a very simple rectilinear house with an elevation straight out onto the sea. As you approach the house up these steps, you're able to catch the view and direct people into the entrance.
Can you describe the style of the house?
It's a strong modern movement flavour to it, but it also has elements of Art Deco. We've used copper elements, as you can see on the canopies around the house. They originally were concrete eyebrows over the windows. We've clad those with copper and then used it over the entrance.
So certainly then the materials of the white render and then the copper and the flat roofing is really that sort of influence of that style?
Yes, it is, yeah, it is. And you probably see from some of the interior decor that theme has been carried through.
Shall we go inside
Yes,
and let me see the rest?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I've just noticed what's beautiful is the rock face behind.
Yes, it's the first time you see the rock, and so now you see the rock and that vertical face in contrast with the view out over the sea.
And there's a lovely pool there to reflect.
Yes, so it's almost like a clue to what's going on beyond. Yeah.
Gorgeous. And the finishes are fantastic.
The main room in the house is a large, open, theatre-style living area, infused with the Art Deco-style finishes and furnishings.
And that is just framed so well with the
Yes.
steps down in the height.
It's a split-level room and perfectly frames the large windows from the higher level, which has the effect of drawing you in closer to the breathtaking views. Some of the exterior details also create a nautical feel to this house, which is an aspect of architecture commonly seen in modern movement buildings.
And this of course, is the original fireplace.
Okay.
And this is really the only remaining thing from the original house.
And then the finishes throughout, I mean, this is almost old-fashioned as well.
Well, it is, of course. It looks like ship's caulking,
Doesn't it?
You know, with the black lines run through the timber, and that was part of the interior.
So did you have any choice in the interior design items here?
No, the clients chose the light fitting, so you can see the Art Deco theme is taken through, and you have the figure here, which is very much Art Deco. The paintings themselves are Irish art. They collect Irish art.
Really?
And so all the works you see around the house are Irish. The mirrors pick up the sea, so if you're sitting on this side of the table, because they're slightly tilted, you get the wonderful view of the sea again. And you can see that as we look at it now, you can see the sea is directly ahead of you.
And the expanse of it.
And the expanse of it, yes. And as you get closer to it, the more you feel drawn into it.
Besides this impressive room, the ground floor contains another living room and a large kitchen dining area. And down a corridor overlooking the bay, there are 3 bedrooms, and in keeping with the glamorous style of the house is a home cinema room. The staircase emphasises the spaciousness of the house, and an unusual array of mirrors reflect the deep rock that the house sits in.
And so we're now in the master bedroom. We're really in the parents' private level, I suppose.
From the top of the house, the views over Dublin Bay are totally unobstructed.
So originally this was in concrete, and in doing the work up here, we took that down and again essentially rebuilt it and reformed it in copper. And it's an important element in the elevation, particularly as you're coming up these lower steps.
Gotcha.
It's the highest part of the building.
And it provides obviously a bit of shelter for the entrance too.
It does. So we're now into this library, or private study, which is a wonderful space. So a space you'd pull out a book and sit down in the winter, of course, in front of the fire, and a desk area and a small tea point. So it's very much an adult space.
It's gorgeous.
Isn't it lovely, yeah.
And certainly with the fireplace and the light coming out of the side, it's very cosy.
Yes, it is very cosy, yeah. And so here we just have access out onto the hill, onto the top of the garden. It's an escape, if you like, from this space.
Lovely.
So I have one more thing to show you.
Great.
Will we go?
Yes.
A luxurious house like this would not be complete without a gym and heated indoor lap pool. From this, stairs lead to the basement to a private spa, complete with steam room and laconium. What a fabulous house in a spectacular location.